Hello everyone, it is Pat with Empowering by Design and Angel Divination with a daily oracle card reading and message for Sunday, the 8th of January 2012. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. For today's reading, I'm going to be calling on the Earth Magic Oracle card deck by Stephen Farmer. Because to me this deck sort of represents Mother Earth. We hear from the fairies on Saturday. That's been my practice for a while, and the mermaids on Monday, and they're the fairies are the guardian angels of the plant and the animal world, and to me the mermaids and dolphins are like the guardian angels of the sea. So this deck to me is kind of like hearing from Mother Earth. So we'll just ground ourselves and connect with her for whatever message she has for our YouTube community today. All right, and there is a card that's dropped out. Not one I'm real familiar with, but it says fog, and the message on it is veiled. And it looks a little bit like there's something underneath the surface that's about to be revealed. But I'm going to look in a little bit on the description in the card deck for what this means for us today. And I'll read a little bit of that to you. As we know, fog is just a low cloud, a blanket of water crystals that hasn't quite gained the density to become rain or precipitation yet. But the thicker it is, the harder it is to see, and the more damp it is, etc., etc. And depending on where you're driving, if you're driving through it, it can make it nearly impossible to see in front of you. And it's oftentimes that in the early morning hours or in the middle of the night when it's very quiet and very silent, and it can have a very ethereal quality to it when you're kind of surrounded by fog. But even when the fog is thickest, we know at some point fog will burn off and the sun's rays will come filtering through and bringing us welcome relief from the heaviness, the dampness, and certainly lifting the thickness so that we can see more clearly and our surroundings become a lot more illuminated so we can continue moving forward. So it indicates that there may be some uncertainty or some confusion going on either in some life situation or maybe even in events of the world right now, and it may seem, you might wonder when or if it's ever going to clear up. So, when you're in a foggy place, it's not the best time to make a decision one way or the other about what you're going to do about something. You certainly want to wait till it lifts and clears. And, and sometimes when we're in a fog like that, it's just part of a cycle that we're going through. So wait for, give yourself some of that silent time. Wait for some of the heat from the sun to burn off, some of that confusion, to get some clarity. And so that way you'll be able to see the choices ahead of you much more clearly. So it's an interesting card to get for today. It just indicates that and sometimes it may be that the next phase coming up for you is unscripted. So you may need to take a little time to get some clarity within yourself about what you truly desire or want to create and intend for yourself moving forward. As we make changes in our personal life, sometimes it can seem like things are a little upside down, or that they look a little confusing, and it's not always easy to discern the best way to go. It's veiled. It's like in a fog. And sometimes you just sort of need to wait it out a little bit. You don't always need to make a decision right away. Sit with the silence, kind of use that silent and quiet time to get into yourself, go into yourself, and maybe even daydream a little bit. And by doing that, it will help to lift the veil of fog and bring you some clarity. You can also call on your angels, especially Archangel Michael, to help lift and clear away confusion and fogginess. around something. And you can ask them to help you see the truth of something. If some situation seems confusing to you, if it's a little foggy about what the truth really is, you can call on them to help, lift that and help you to see it more clearly. And they will bring in those rays of light that break through the fog and start to burn it off. So that is our message for today. And I think in some ways it's indicative of also for people of that the fog is going to be lifting for you very soon, either in some personal life situation or I think even on a more global level, the confusion lifting about certain things that have been going on in certain areas. I know that's a little bit of a vague statement, but a lot of the political situations and even with regard to earth changes and things that are taking place, a lot of things have been very unclear. People are coming up with different rationales for them. But so I think there may be a big fog that is lifting in that area too. So anyways, have a lovely Sunday, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.